Have you ever wondered about the story of Lucifer? For many, the name brings to mind the ultimate villain, the embodiment of all evil. But where does this story come from? Is it as straightforward as we think? Let's dive deep into one of the most compelling and controversial tales ever told. To start, let's go back to the beginning, before time as we know it. In this celestial realm, God created a host of angels. Among them was one who was truly exceptional. His name was Lucifer, which means light bringer or morning star. He wasn't just any angel. He was described as the most beautiful, the wisest, and the most powerful of all created beings. Picture this, an archangel of breathtaking splendor, adorned with every precious stone, walking among fiery stones in the very presence of God. He was the pinnacle of creation, a masterpiece. So, what went wrong? How did this magnificent being fall from grace? The key to understanding his fall is a single powerful word: pride. According to tradition, Lucifer's heart became filled with pride because of his own beauty and wisdom. He began to see himself not just as a servant of God, but as an equal. He looked at his own brilliance and thought, "Why should I serve? Why can't I be the one on the throne?" This wasn't just a fleeting thought. It grew into a burning ambition. The scriptures, particularly in passages from Isaiah and Ezekiel, are often interpreted as describing this very moment. In Isaiah, we read a taunt against a fallen king, which many theologians see as a parallel to Lucifer's story. "How you have fallen from heaven, O morning star, son of the dawn. You have been cast down to the earth. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit enthroned on the mount of assembly ... I will make myself like the Most High." This desire to be like the Most High was the ultimate rebellion. It was a direct challenge to the authority of God. Lucifer wasn't content with being the most glorious created being. He wanted to be the creator. He wanted the worship, the power, and the glory that belonged to God alone. This internal rebellion soon became an open one. Lucifer wasn't alone in his descent. He was a charismatic and influential leader, and he managed to convince a third of the angels in heaven to join his cause. Imagine the scene, a cosmic civil war erupting in the pristine perfection of heaven. On one side, Lucifer and his legion of rebel angels. On the other, the archangel Michael and the loyal angelic host, fighting for the honor and authority of God. The battle was fierce, but the outcome was never in doubt. Power that is given can never overcome the source of that power. Michael and his angels were victorious. Revelation chapter 12 gives us a vivid picture of this event, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. He was hurled to the earth, and his angels with him. And just like that, Lucifer, the light-bringer, was cast out of heaven. His name was changed. He was no longer Lucifer, the morning star. He became Satan, a Hebrew word meaning the adversary, or the accuser. He and his fallen angels were cast down to the earth, their new domain. The light-bringer had become the prince of darkness. But his story doesn't end there. In fact, for humanity, it was just beginning. Exiled from heaven, Satan set his sights on God's newest and most beloved creation, mankind. In the Garden of Eden, God had created Adam and Eve and gave them a perfect world, with only one rule: do not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Satan saw his opportunity for revenge. He couldn't defeat God directly, but he could corrupt what God loved. Taking the form of a serpent, one of the most cunning creatures, he approached Eve. He didn't use force. He used deception, the very tool he had honed with his pride. He twisted God's words, planting seeds of doubt. Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? He made God seem like a restrictive tyrant, holding back something good. Then he delivered the first lie in history, a direct contradiction of God's command. You will not surely die. He tempted Eve with the same ambition that caused his own fall. God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. The temptation was too great. Eve and then Adam chose to disobey God. This act, known as the fall of man, had catastrophic consequences. Sin, death, and suffering entered the world. Adam and Eve were banished from the Garden of Eden, just as Satan had been banished from heaven. The adversary had won a major victory. He had succeeded in creating a rift between God and humanity. From that moment on, Satan's role has been that of the tempter and the accuser. He roams the earth, seeking to deceive, to destroy, and to lead humanity away from God. He is called the father of lies, the ruler of this world, and a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. His goal is to drag as many souls as possible down with him into his ultimate fate. It's fascinating how the character of Lucifer has evolved in our culture. In some literature, like John Milton's epic poem, Paradise Lost, he is portrayed as a tragic, almost heroic figure, a charismatic rebel fighting against what he sees as the tyranny of heaven. This romanticized view has made Lucifer a complex and sometimes sympathetic character in modern fiction, TV shows, and movies. We see him as a charming anti-hero, a misunderstood outcast, or even a reluctant ruler of hell who's just bored with his job. But it's crucial to distinguish this cultural portrayal from the theological one. In the religious texts, there's no ambiguity. He is the adversary, the source of temptation, and the embodiment of evil that stems from pride and rebellion against the divine order. His story serves as a powerful cautionary tale about the destructive nature of pride, the desire to be one's own God, and the consequences of turning away from the source of all good. The story of Lucifer is not just an ancient myth. It is a narrative that continues to resonate because it touches on fundamental human struggles, the battle between good and evil, pride and humility, obedience and rebellion. It forces us to ask profound questions about our own choices and motivations. Are we seeking our own glory, or are we aligning ourselves with a higher purpose? The ultimate end of Satan's story, according to Christian eschatology, is his final defeat. The book of Revelation predicts a future where he will be thrown into a lake of fire, a place of eternal punishment, where his influence over the world will be ended forever. This final judgment represents the ultimate triumph of good over evil, the final restoration of God's perfect order. So, from the brightest angel in heaven to the ultimate adversary of humanity, the journey of Lucifer is a dramatic and sobering arc. It's a story of beauty corrupted by pride, of light turned to darkness, and of a rebellion with consequences that have rippled through all of creation. It's a reminder that even the highest can fall, and that the battle against pride is one that is fought not just in heaven, but within every human heart. What do you think about this story? Is Lucifer a tragic hero or the ultimate villain? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a topic that has fascinated people for centuries, and there's always more to discuss. Thanks so much for watching and for exploring this incredible story with me. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. See you in the next video.